It's time for the most motivational segment in all of sports. Also time where we read some viewer mail. Today, because Christina was hard at work on First Things First Overtime, I myself went out to the post office and got a letter. Dear Wilds, thank you for sunsetting Cowboy Brew. It's a nice term for canceling.
Is that real?
Sunsetting Cowboy Brew?
No, like a real comment.
Sunsetting?
No, getting rid of Cowboy Brew. People like that?
I do.
I didn't like it.
I think the viewers love Cowboy Brew.
I told you, Wild.
I'll leave it up to you, but I'm just saying. I see the comments too. They love Cowboy Brew.
See, I told you.
But
everybody involved with it likes
Cowboy Brew got a lot of shine. Wilds didn't like it. I get it. It's all good. It's all good.
We appreciate the renewed focus on the power of the Bud list. How did it go last week? Cheers, Ryan and Brian. Well, thank you, Ryan and Brian. I appreciate your support for us replenishing the well of creativity. Last week's Under Duress list, Justin Herbert.
Oh, that's 2 weeks ago, I think.
Nope, this was last week.
Last Thursday, yeah.
3 touchdowns,
That's
beat
right,
the
that's
Vikings.
right. Yeah.
Jordan Love, you said he needed to take the torch from Brett Favre. What did he do?
Aaron Rodgers.
Or, yeah. One torch.
And Bart starts.
And the Ravens, you said they needed to get on track.
Yeah.
And they did. So again, the power of the Bud list, it's a better intro
job.
to show the value of the segment.
And the week before was 3 for 3 as well.
Great
So
job.
this is where you want to be. If you're struggling, this is where you want to be.
Perfect.
You want to hear your name mentioned in the next few
Excellent.
moments. All right, let's get to it. Number 3, Coach, I'm sorry, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. All right, and he's been playing great, but he's a pitcher, so he only throws every few games. And I know it's asking a lot, Yamamoto, but we need another complete game. You've already done it 2 times in a row. We need a third one. It is do or die, obviously lose and go home. You need to go 9 strong because we've seen that the Blue Jays have had their way with the Dodgers bullpen. And to be honest with somewhat their pitching staff. I mean, Snell wasn't terrible except for giving up homers on his first 2 pitches, but Shohei was okay, but the bullpen they destroy. And look, here's the difference. When you face the Blue Jays this series, you gave up 1 run in 9 innings. In the other games, the Blue Jays have averaged 7 runs a game. In your game against the Blue Jays, you held them to 4 hits. In the other 4 games of the series, the Blue Jays are averaging 12 hits. So you have to get it done. Maybe it'll give your other pitchers confidence for you to go out there and cook. This also would likely, barring some type of heroics from Shohei if there were a game 7 and in game 6, but this could make him the MVP.
Absolutely.
If the Dodgers can go ahead and take 2 games in Toronto, you could likely be the MVP. So Yamamoto, I do believe in you. You're my pick in 7, the Dodgers, so I believe in you. All right, at number 2, J.J. McCarthy.
Wow.
Now, JJ, welcome back. Good to have you back from your ankle injury, or as Nick called it earlier in the week, a soft benching. Whatever it was, it's semantics, right?
Yeah.
It's semantics. Ankle injury or Carson Wentz was playing better. But whatever the case, you are back now. Wentz is hurt, and you have to get it done. I mean, look, it's going to be tough, too, because you're coming back against the Lions. Then you have Baltimore. You get Chicago, which won't be easy. And then Green Bay and Seattle. So even if it's not about getting you guys back in the playoffs like last year, that's what you want, and you're on the verge of falling out of it. But the end of this season, this is really about you showing that you are the franchise quarterback going forward. The Vikings gave up Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones, who right now are playing like 2 of the better quarterbacks in the league. Both of them are top 10 quarterbacks this season. So you have to go out and show that you can be a franchise quarterback. And despite winning, he was rookie of the week or player of the week.
Offensive player of the week. For
You've really had one good quarter.
Just 1 quarter.
Of the 8 quarters you've played, you've only had one that was good. So you have to get it done. You got everything. You got a good coach as far, he's a great with quarterbacks, Kevin O'Connell, great receivers, obviously Justin Jefferson, nice run game, or a tight end, so run game. So you have everything in place and a great defensive coach in Brian Flores. So you just got to go out there and cook. You went to Michigan, where one of my daughters went, so I'm pulling for you.
Okay.
Number 1, we just spoke about him, Caleb Williams. All right, look, you entered the league, it was unfair. It was unfair, the burdens that people put on you. This is just a fact. All right, some people were saying that you were the 6th best quarterback on the planet in the NFL when you still were in college. I mean, so that's a tough burden. That's tough to wear, okay? And then beyond that, some people were saying you were Patrick Mahomes 2.0, which, Coach, 2.0 means better.
No, it just means newer.
It means, if you're 2.0, you're better.
You could be better.
It didn't know it meant that, but that's what it meant, all right? It means you're better. So, and then some people even said you were going to lead the Bears to the Super Bowl as a rookie. So I'm just saying it was unfair, but hey, you still have to produce. I'm just saying, you still have to produce. All right, so you got the Bengals. That's what you want. You're number 1 on the Bud list. That's what you want. All right, so you have to go out there and get it done, Caleb. I don't understand what's going on with you, but here are your rankings right now. Completion percentage, which some people don't care about, but I think is informative. 24th in the league.
It's not great.
Touchdown passes this year. 19th in the league.
It's not great.
Passer rating, 20th in the league. And according to Pro Football Focus, which I get it, their value has come under question on this show by some people, but they have you as the 31st, ranked 31st among 32 quarterbacks in on-target passes. So the accuracy is in
I don't
question.
need to run the numbers on that.
To know that?
That's true.
Well, NFL Next Gen has him dead last in the league in expected completions.
Yeah, whatever.
I think I'm messing up. Expected completion
I
percentage.
see the games. His guys are open, he throws it over their head.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have, whether he's a great head coach or not, Ben Johnson is a very good offensive mind. We know that. You got the receivers. You got the offensive line. You got a good running back with DeAndre Swift. And all the other players in your class, or some of the quarterbacks, certainly Jaden Daniels and Drake May, and Bo Nix right now are ahead of you. So, Caleb, you got the Bengals. You have got to cook, all right? I think you can do it. I'm pulling for you. That's the Bud list.
Excellent Bud list as always, Coach. How did you like it?
Coach.
I didn't love it.
Wow.
Hey, Yamamoto on the Bud list. Here's my feeling. You've done enough. You've done enough pitching. You've done a great job. It's time to shut it down. No one's going to be mad at you, and everybody will respect the things you've already contributed. So take it easy. Maybe an inning or two, couple dingers. That's it.
An inning or two.
Couple dingers.
Shut it down. Let the rest of the team come out and go on vacation. I think it could be a lot of fun. So that's the one I didn't love. The other two I really did enjoy. For me, though, I'm surprised you didn't put this guy on the Bud list, because it seems pretty clear that he needs to be there. And not just for this game, but for moving forward, that's Lamar Jackson. And Lamar is in such a critical moment for the organization, and Tyler Huntley comes in, they score 30 points, they break the 4-game losing streak. Now you get to come back, you get the extra rest, you come back, you get a chance to have 2 wins within a very small amount of time. You go to 3-5, Pittsburgh has to play Indy. You could only be 1 game back and have a real chance now to make a significant run at the division. But you've got to be great for them to do that. And they've gotten healthier. Derrick Henry's playing better. They seem to be running the ball better. And when you look at it, last year they were 5th in time of possession. This year they're 27th. So that'll help the defense significantly. The other issue with him is he's been sacked 15 times in just the 4 games, where last year he was sacked 23 times total. So he's at double the sack percentage than he was last year. So maybe that's a function of you want to hold the ball so you can throw it downfield. We don't have to do that. Just tuck it away and go. And you need to be great for this team to have a chance to achieve what they should probably achieve based off the talent level you have.
Great addition, Coach. He was definitely under consideration.
Yeah.
Ravens were #1 last week. I generally don't go back-to-back, so that's why I didn't put him on.
It's almost unfair.
Yeah,
to provide that much
everybody
motivation
knows the
for
power.
one team.
Yeah, I
It's
don't wanna
like
get-
Like
clicking
too
the
much
books.
medicine.
Yeah,
to have a
yeah,
reaction.
exactly.
KW.
Well, it's 4:13. It's time, whether you like it or not, for the Sports Media Ombudsman.
Do you think you're always going to say whether you like it or not? Do you think at any
have
point
to.
you're just going to be like, hey guys, and time now? Ever? Like just.
I think it's. What, you don't think it works?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm just telling people whether they like it or not.
Today's Sports Media Ombudsman is a very earnest edition. But before I get to it, a few updates on previous Sports Media Ombudsman.
Great.
Oh.
So, no, sincerely. Last week we brought up Andrew Filipponi, friend of the show.
Oh, gosh,
in Pittsburgh.
I saw it on the internet.
He said if the Bengals beat the Steelers, he's going to get his nipples pierced with no
Numbing
Novocaine
agent.
no numbing
Oh,
agent.
man.
He did it yesterday, and they raised over $10,000 for breast cancer.
That was
that's
good.
great.
So shout out to 93.7
Did he look
in
really
Pittsburgh.
in pain?
It looked like a lot of pain, and it's not a good look on my
rough
friend.
photo.
But
Could have gone one.
but, no, he went with both. Good for him. He did it. Also, people wondered, hey, was Sports Media Ombudsman going to cover like the new NBA coverage, which I think in large part's been really, really good.
Yeah.
Adonis Haslam, I think, has been really good. I've enjoyed a lot of it. Do I feel like we were maybe sold a bit of a bill of goods with these weekly Michael Jordan sit-downs, which appear to be one sit-down from
Inside
months
Text
ago,
Line?
sitting in his house, and we're already
They
to
got him for
the
an hour and a
complaining
half.
about how much we used to play and these guys don't part of the programming? Maybe, but overall, I like having the Peacock back. I like having John Tash's music. All that's been good. And now the sincere edition. Because while last week I told you guys our colleague Colin Cowherd won the Marconi, today, an even bigger day for Colin Cowherd. For the far overdue induction into the Radio Hall of Fame. Tonight in Chicago. And I know you guys are probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. How the hell was he not already in it? And I just want to say this, and I will do this as quickly as I can without getting emotional, but this is very important to me. When Colin is who I wanted to be. I listened to every radio show he ever did from the time I was in high school through when I graduated college. I got my first agent by cold calling agents and saying, hey, you don't represent Colin Cowherd. Do you want to represent the next one? And one of them took me up on it. And then when I got to Fox, whether people know this or not, I got hired for a show that by the time I got there, they were no longer making. And I kind of was a man without a country living in LA with my family in Houston. And it is because Colin said, hey, why don't you let Nick fill in for me? Why don't you give him something, give him a real shot, that my entire life and world changed. And so people say all the time, like, don't meet your idols or heroes or whatever. I met mine and worked with him, and it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And for Colin, who I believe to be the single greatest sports radio talent in the history of the medium, to finally getting his just due and making the Hall of Fame, which again, I don't know how he didn't make 15 years ago, is awesome. So to my dear friend, Colin, congrats, buddy.
Very well said, and I second that on Colin. I go back to ESPN with Colin.
Yep.
You know, and I mean, I've been doing his show for 20 some odd years, you know, so I always felt he was phenomenal, and obviously that proved to be the case. But congratulations, Colin. Well deserved. Yeah, a bit late, but definitely well deserved. Congratulations.
I thought that was very nice too. You mentioned two of your friends now, one of which going to the Hall of Fame. One has a double nipple piercing. Numbing.
Yeah, but maybe that's how he'll get in one day. I mean, maybe that's how he gets in one day.
I'm adding the Steelers defense to the Bud list. Little bit of a are you for real game against the Colts. For as much as the Colts are like putting up points on the scoreboard, no one really believes in them. So this doesn't make any statistical sense, but it makes narrative sense. I feel like if the Colts put it on the Steelers in their great defense, people are like, ooh, maybe Daniel Jones is for real. Now, the weird part is, it doesn't actually make statistical sense because the Steelers don't have a good defense. It's strange. Passing offense, Indy has the 6th best passing yards, 4th best yards per pass, and 6th best passer rating, Daniel Jones. The Steelers are last in passing yards per game. They have up the most, 24th, 19th. So it doesn't really make any sense. But if Daniel Jones, who is playing great, puts it on the Steelers defense, who is not playing great, people will say, ooh, Daniel Jones is really doing great. I know it's odd. How about Jonathan Taylor? Similar story. Everybody thinks Jonathan Taylor is excellent. But again, if he's able to run all over the Steelers, who he's first in rushing touchdowns, the Steelers' rushing defense is not quite as bad as their passing defense. But I feel like if Jonathan Taylor puts it on the Steelers' defense, has a multiple touchdown game, his MVP case will get stronger.
He's first in
No,
rush
he
yards
is.
per
The
game.
Colts team is
that's the
6th.
Colts
So
team.
just so
Right.
people, Jonathan Taylor individually is first amongst players. Colts are 6th among teams.
So Steelers under actual duress this Sunday, bro.
I think that's good because the Ravens are coming. I mean, like, they're 2 games up on the Ravens. Ravens win tonight. Steelers lose Sunday.
It'd be a
It's
game
one
back.
game
I mean,
back.
that is true. If just the
yeah.
Vegas favorites win this weekend, the Steelers will just be, I'm sorry, the Ravens will just be 1 game back.
Shockingly, the Steelers are 3rd in the NFL in missed tackles. Which just
What's going on, Coach? It's just
look, some of it is effort, and some of it is want to.
Some guys getting older.
Yeah, I was going to say, is some of it that they got old?
Yeah, when you have an old team in the middle of the season, guys get tired, and they'll perk back up when it gets close to playoff time, but they may not be doing enough to get them to that point.
And last year, if you remember, they fell off at the end of the season.
Right.
You know what I mean? They played their worst football at the end. This is happening earlier. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.